Hi everyone, my name is Felix Chong Shin, and I'm the leader for Group 21. What we are doing for our project is a fast food ordering system for a company named Vitrox. And we got a few features in the project, like create new order, view orders, view menu, and others features. And we will explain them in this video. And now we are going to the create new order functions. So as you can see in this code is the create order function, and this code is using the menu details file and order history file. So let's use one, and we have to enter our user ID. So for example, I use the third user ID. So as you can see here, it is displaying the order number, which is 7. This order is number 7, and the operator and the time to create the order. So here we're displaying the number, the ID, the food name, the food price, quantity, and the total price of the order. And we also got the subtotal. For now, it's 0 ringgit because we haven't added any of the order yet. So here we got three functions, which is quit, delete, and payment option. So for the quit, when you insert Q or alphabet Q, it will return to the main page, which is this page. So you'll return to this page. And next, for the delete and payment option is now unavailable because we haven't added any of the order yet. So for example, I want to order a big boy burger. Yeah, let's say big boy burger. And we'll request to enter a number quantity. So number 2. Okay, so now we have 2 big boy burger. Total is 37 ringgit and 80 cents. So now delete and payment option is available. So if we want to delete the first order, which is 2 big boy burger, can just insert D. And it will show cancel delete, press 0, or you want to insert the number of order you want to delete. So in the code part, when the number you insert is smaller than 0, it will show no such number. But when you insert an alphabet, it will show only number. So we can try. So for example, we insert 3. There's no 3, right? Because there's only 1 here. So it will show no such number. So we insert B. It is also unavailable. So it will show only number. So if you want to delete the number 1, just insert 1. So the big boy burger is deleted. So to proceed to the payment part, we should add some order. So for example, I want cheeseburger. Just one. And you can press P to go to the payment page. Okay. So when we insert P or alphabet P, it will call the payment function and the invoice function. So let's see. So for the payment, it will show the subtotal of the price. And there is 2 options for us to choose whether you want to pay with cash or e-wallet. So for example, just go with payment. Yes. Yes, as you can see, you can choose you want to pay with cash or e-wallet. So at here, we just choose cash. And we pay for 50 ringgit. So the change is 34 ringgit and 10 cents. And after press enter, the invoice function is called. So in the invoice function, we have some details of the company, and we also have the food that we order, the food details, the number, the food ID, food name, food price, food quantity, and the total price. And it shows here we are paid by cash, 50 ringgit, and the change is 34 ringgit and 10 cents. And lastly is the greeting, thank you, please come again. So when I press enter, it will return to the first page, which is the main page of the fast food ordering system. And next, we got the view orders. So in this code, the view order is basically just displaying the order history file. So all the orders that I made by the staff will save into the order history file. So let's use insert to view the orders. So all of these are the orders that are made by the staff. So we got the order number 1 to 7 and operator, which is the user ID, and the order that are created at the time, and also the subtotal for each of the order. So in the code, when the input is smaller than 0 or it's unavailable, it will show no such number. So for example, the order number is just 1 to 7. So let's say we insert 8, it will show no such number. And also, we can only insert number, but not alphabet. So let's say we input 8, it will show only number. So we have choose 1 to 7 to input in here. So let's say we just input 7, which is the order that I created just now. And it will show the invoice of the order. As you can see here, the view invoice function below here is called. So basically, the view invoice function is just similar to the invoice function. It contains the details of the company and some food details, which is the food ID, the food name, food price, quantity, the total price, and we also got the grand total of the price, and the payment method was paid by cash, 50 ringgit, and the change. And lastly is a thank you, greetings. And so when I press enter, it will go back to the view orders page. So when I press 0, it will return to the first page.
In this page, we can enter A to add a new menu item. Firstly, we need to input a new ID for the item, and also make sure it uniqueness in the menu. For instance, FB06. Following this, we enter the name of the new item, for example, Hawaiian burger. Then we need to input the price of the item, and also make sure it is a valid numerical value, like RM60.9. After that, we select the category to which the new item belongs. For Hawaiian burger, it belongs to the burger category. Lastly, if the enter ID already exists in the menu, the system prompts for a new ID. Otherwise, the system saves the information of the new item to the menu file. We can also edit an existing menu item by enter an E. We enter the ID of the item we want to delete, such as FB06. The system confirms the existence of the item with the enter ID in the menu. In no found, it prompts for a valid menu. Once the item is found, the details of the item will be displayed, including name, price, and also its category. We will have the option to modify any information. For this example, I choose to edit the price to 17.90. After confirmation, the system updates the menu file with the received information of the item. And the last function is delete menu item. We can enter D to use this function. Enter the ID of the item we want to delete, such as FB06. The system will verify the existence of the item with the enter ID in the menu. If not found, it will request a valid ID. Upon locating the item, its details, including name and price, will be displayed and ask for confirmation. After confirming the deletion, the system will remove the corresponding item information from the menu item. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Koh Jin Rong. In our program, we have 3 different permission structure, which is user, manager, and admin. Every permission has their own menu to access the different function. For default permission is called user. This permission doesn't require any login and automatically present the user menu like this when start the program. In user permission can only create new order, view history orders, view the full menu details. If want any addition to the full menu is required to log in an advanced permission like manager or admin in the option others. Now we log in admin permission using the default account admin. In the manager account function, we can manage the account that's stored in the file, can be add or delete an account as you like. When adding an account, can be choose the permission level, which is user or manager. Here I select user, then ID 1, username A, yes. After confirm, it will save the details to the file and the table will immediately show the name that we tracked just now. For adding manager account to ABC. For manager account, it will require to create a new password because it can manage the menu, the full menu. This permission need to log in and can be manage the full menu or create order and so on. Yes. These two user is successful add to the file. Now I try to edit the user become to the manage account. One, user ID same as previous, username also, and the permission label change to the manager. Now it will require to create a new password when the user update the permission to the manager. Confirm. Now the user account is changed to the manager account successful and also have a new password here. For delete account, select an ID which want to delete. After confirm, the record and the table in the file will also delete. Yes. Now you can see the table, the user ID 2 is successful delete. Now we can use this manager account to log in into the manager menu. Click and log out the admin account. Log in 1, 1, 2, 3. Compared to the admin menu, just know the option to manage the account. In the manager permission, can be manage the food menu using the manage menu option compared to the user menu. In summary, in our program has permission structure. The higher permission can access all functions of the lower permission. The admin permission can manage all accounts, and the manager permission can manage the food menu, and the user can only view the menu and track order and view the history orders. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Charlene. I will be presenting the display interactive effect and interface program. Now let's start the presentation. First, I will explain about the default print. This function takes a default string, default data, as input and processes user input character by character. It allows basic editing functionalities such as tab, enter, and backspace. The input string is displayed on the console as it is modified. Once the enter key is pressed, the modified input string is returned. Secondly, color word. This function formats and prints a given string word with specified color, and it supports displaying the word for a certain duration and can be used to display warnings if its warning is true. Thirdly, secret print. The secret print function captures user input character by character, displaying each character as an asterisk to hide it. It returns the enter password securely as a string once the enter key is pressed. Lastly, search print. This function interacts with a file specified by file name to search for data based on a given category field, CTGY field. It captures user input character by character and updates the search results. The search results are displayed with optional addition information, show name. Users can refine their search interactively, and the function returns the selected search result. Next, the classification table function in the print screen class is very important for showing tabular data correctly in the desktop. After clearing the console screen to make room for a new image, the function searches through the category vector to find the point of the chosen category type. Next, the table headers are built and shown. Each field is divided by a row of dashes and aligned to the left within its column width for clarity. The code then prints the category type that was given at the end of the header row. Make sure that it's lined up correctly with the column that goes with it. The function goes through the rows of the fetch file vector and only prints the data row that fit the category type that was given. The data in each row is aligned with its own header. A row of dashes is added to the bottom of the table to split the data rows and make it easier to read. In general, this function makes sure that tabular data in the console is presented clearly and neatly. making it easy to find and analyze. This function, list table, which we'll use in manage account, view order, and also view menu, to display a table representing the data stored in fetch file. It clears the console screen, calculates the dimension of the table, prints column headers, and data rows with appropriate formatting, and adds border lines clearly and neatly, making it easy to find and analyze. This function, list table, which we'll use in manage account, view order, and also view menu, to display a table representing the data stored in fetch file. It clears the console screen, calculates the dimension of the table, prints column headers, and data rows with appropriate formatting, and adds border lines.
Hello, my name is Ahmadio Rasyadi, and today I will present about the file handling and sorting function or bubble sort in the system. So first of all, we have the class method or member function where all the specific code will be written in the main CPP of our program, and also for the system to know there's a class or function while declaring the specific code. So here we have the fetch file function. This fetch file function is to help the system to detect the line of the data, position of each comma, then store the text before the comma into 2D factor. So we here also have the find data function. So the find data function is to find the information of the data. So this function will detect the first line of the obtain file, which is the field, and also to determine which column next search word is. After that, it will perform a loop search. So if each of the data in specific column is found by the function, it will return true, means it's found. And if it's not, it will return false, means it's not found. Then we also have the file detect. So this file detect is where this function is used to detect whether the required file exists when starting the program. If the file does not exist, this function will automatically create a new one and write the necessary information into it. So we have a data here. So firstly, we'll read the existing data, all the information from the data, from the file name that we choose. In this case, I use user information data. So firstly, we'll put it will try to get the get line here. The get line is to get all the information that we input here. So all of this will be the information. So if we added a new one, we'll try to push back into a new data into the existing data. In this one, I use a lambda function. So this lambda function is to basically I compare both of the parameter. I use a and b as the parameters, both to compare two of the rows, and I want to check whether the ID is numeric or alphabetical. I use all off, again combined with is digit. So firstly, the sorting function will check whether the numeric comes after the alphabetical. It's to ensure that numeric comes after the alphabetical, and also alphabetical comes before the numeric. So it will be nice looking, such as is in this code in the menu. All of these are sorted nicely based on the number and also the alphabetical order. So you can see for the alphabetical, if both are alphabetical, it will try to compare them by using IDA less than the IDB to return the value, and it will try to sort them. And the other one is to use SOI, which is to change the string into an integer, where it's to sort the numbers. After all finished, it will write the sorted new data back into the file. So it will sort the new data into the file. So we also have edit data here. All the functions, the read data, the get line data is all the same, but the difference is that it didn't use the pushback. This one is to modify the data in the line. So firstly, we'll try to check if the specified data position is valid within the existing data. If it's valid, it will update the data at the specific position with the new data. So you can see here, after it's edit, so you can see it will update into a new data. And since I use a sorting method, it will sort based on the numbering here. It will work same as well as the menu, coffee as well. Then it will be sorted. So lastly, we have the delete data. So first it will try to read the file, and then it will initialize an empty vector to store the modified data, and then it will initialize an empty string to temporarily store each of the line of the file, and then it will try to check if the current line being read is not the line specified. If we try to choose something here, it will try to read if it's to check if it's not DC2 to be uploaded into the file data. So if the line is not the one to be deleted, it is added to the file data vector. So this one will be excluded with them. So after that, it will opens the file, the same file for writing it with the offstream trunk here, which it will delete its content if it already exists. It will write each of the line of the modified data back into the file here. So as you can see, if I delete DC2, press Y here, it will remove the DC2.